Good afternoon. Today is Wednesday, October 28th. It's now almost 8 months the pandemic of COVID-19 has hit Minnesota. From 2 cases in the state on the 2nd of March, we are now recording over 1,000 a day. And the infection rate in Minnesota, the U.S., and the world is not decreasing, but increasing. Yesterday, there were 2,200 cases, and Minnesota is now the newest hotspot in the nation. Closer to our home, us as a company, we are now COVID-free with our residents in Ely. We lost a number of wonderful people there, and it was a heartbreaking time not only for our caregivers and families, but for the community as well. We received a lot of support from the community for doing what we do there. In August, we were full in Ely at 46 residents. Today, we have 13 open apartments there. Our other 11 operating assisted living communities have remained COVID-free since the outbreak. It's incredible performance by all of you, and thank you, and keep staying safe for everyone's sake. I open this video by talking about the dramatic increase in COVID cases in the community. Wisconsin a few days ago was considered the worst state in the country right now with the dramatic increases, but Minnesota's right up there with them. The upper Midwest is the worst region of the U.S. for seeing the highest percentage of COVID infections. Why, I'm not sure, but it is. Our hospital systems are being stretched thin, with their ICUs being full. With winter coming along with the regular flu season, it is increasingly important to practice our hygiene safety, namely washing your hands, using antiseptic, covering your cough, wearing masks where appropriate, and avoiding crowds and staying a safe distance from others. Remember, the COVID outbreak we had in Ely didn't come from the facility. A staff member caught it in the community and brought it into one building when they were asymptomatic, and then it spread like wildfire throughout the memory care building. All staff did their very best, but with this virus being a silent killer, once in close quarters, it's almost impossible to control. What I personally do as part of everyday living is when I go somewhere where I don't know people, the grocery store, the gas station, or whatever, I put a mask on and try to stay a safe distance from everyone else. I also keep hand sanitizer near me and use it all the time. If I go through a McDonald's drive-in, for example, drive-through, I use sanitizer on my hands after receiving the package of food from the attendant, but before I open the bag. I also stay out of bars, restaurants, and other places where there might be crowds and people in close proximity, oftentimes not wearing masks. That's where the community spread is coming from, and the outbreaks are increasing. In the example of Ely dropping from 100% census to 72, we've had similar scenarios around the company, but for different reasons. People have been reluctant to place their loved ones in one of our AL communities or to order home care services. We have to increase census and home care residents. Our survival depends on it. On the assisted living side, on March 1, our census was lower than our budget and was at 404 beds occupied. Today it's 354. It's a decrease of 50 beds with a huge revenue drop. Our expenses have not dropped correspondingly, and it's going to put us in a financial squeeze. We have 2 huge priorities as a company in addition to staying COVID-free: manage expenses and grow revenue in senior housing and home care. We've engaged a social media company who's helping us improve our website and social media advertising. We need to reach out to potential customers since they can't physically come to us while this virus is raging. We have hired Katie Vreeland as the new head of sales and marketing, and while Katie is based out of Brainerd, she'll be working company-wide in these efforts to grow revenues. We're trying radio ads in certain markets to reach out to people. Our message is simple. We're here to serve you and meet your healthcare needs in a safe, secure, and caring environment. To summarize then, we're doing well above the industry average as we manage COVID-19. We have major business challenges ahead of us. everybody in our industry is facing the same thing. I just heard today on the news, City Pages, which is a local periodical in the Twin Cities, is shutting their doors forever. Victim of COVID, along with other things. Lots of jobs being lost. Very, very talented people. We have major business challenges ahead of us, but we will succeed. And for your health and the health and safety of all of us, please practice the safety conditions we talked about. May God bless you and your families. Thank you very much.